Georgie pins. This is possibly the most disdainful man I think I have ever seen in my life. This guy, he just reeks with it. There's his little bow in that direction. That's for the peasants. Oh, there you are. Now then, here comes the tossing of the Georgie pins. Oh, you, madame? Ah, oui. Listen to this crowd chatter for these pins. Oh, they'll really scramble. There's one out that way. These are actually little gold-plated Georgie pins, and the people love them. This guy, Gorgeous George, is one of the toughest in the business, too, at the same time. Toss them out into the crowd, and everywhere they go, there's a minor riot and trying to get a hold of them.
The final exhibition of the evening, juvenile free fall with a 60-minute time limit. From South America, weighing 210, Cyclone, Anaya. His opponent, weighing 208, the coast of the coast, the human orchid, Gorgeous George. The referee, Tony Hayek.
Tony Hayek is the referee here. Let's see whether or not he has any trouble with Gorgeous. First one, referee, Hayek is going to have a look. Whether or no. Come on, Gorgeous, open up. Thing has to be unhooked by Jeffries. He objects to it all the while. Well, here we go. And the inside of that robe, if you please, is the most beautiful orchid you have ever seen. Woo. Okay, Hayek looking him over. Telling the boys that if they are outside of the ring voluntarily and down on the floor, it's a count of 10. If they are outside of the ring and on the floor involuntarily, having been thrown there. Oh, dear me. So his filthy hands, huh? No, Mr. Hayek, I doubt, would like that very much. Trying to get Gorgeous George disrobed here so we can get him in wrestling state. There we go. He's quite a man. He's a well-built lad, and he's tough. Don't think he isn't. As if to say, there, you peasants, and here we go. Best 2 out of 3 falls. Doesn't want those curls messed up. Cyclone Anaya has waited for a long time for this match. I know it cost you $7.50, George. It's too bad. He did ruin it, didn't he? Don't you? Now you're trying for a cross chin lock. There's a headlock. Boy, this is going to mess up the coiffure. But for sure. Anaya's benching this headlock. Boy, Anaya has recently come up from South America. George, did you hit him with a double-up fist? Oh, just like a shot put. Oh, here's an arm lock. Notice how Anaya kipped that thing and a count of 2 on George. Can you hear H-Egg say he's got a bad one? What do you say? Nobody knows that any better than George. The photographers are having a field day here at ringside tonight. George almost made it, but not quite. That guy Haycheck hits this man. Just expect that big old fist of his to go right on through. George almost made it that trip, but I don't think he can hang on to this headlock he had. Nope, not quite. Well, they don't have to either. There was a run under hammerlock. There's a takedown with it. Georgie, if you must hold this long like that, please present the other part of your terrier. The ant, not the pot. Good old Tony Haycheck. Tony, in his off moments here in Chicago, is one of the police force. Every once in a while, I rib him on some of these shows, and, well, all of his fellow patrolmen really hand it to him. Still a hammerlock on Cyclone Anaya. Now, a little assistance is all right, George, but that's too much. Anaya's taken a lot of punishment from that hammerlock that George had on him. Don't ever sell this Orchid guy short. He's as rough and tough as the inside of a pair of GI shoes, this guy. And harder than a mother-in-law's heart. Here's an arm twist, plus a Japanese wrist lock, and into a hammerlock. Georgie, open your eyes, you big baby blue eyes, will you? Hmm? Oh, let us have a look. Haycheck asking Anaya if he wants to concede.
Give up, concede.
You used his hair, you did so, and you know it so. George, your coiffure is becoming quite messed up, isn't it, old boy?
10 minutes. 10 minutes. That's it.
You know, you might ask of these two which one has the Tony. Somebody back in the crowd had a good idea. Now you couldn't make it work. That was a roughie. Well, can't make it one way, he'll make it the other. Here's a step over toe hold that Anaya has. Well, these cameramen are having a field day here tonight. They're all over the place. Here is a cross and reverse toe hold. Oh, brother, this is a moneymaker. You can see why. Don't tear up the sheets, George, please. Look at Anaya having to redistribute himself here after that lunge of George's. I mean, Anaya's got the pressure on him. Anaya's naturally swarthy skin is bleached out around his knees here from the pressure that he's putting on. Goodness knows what it is on George's leg. Anaya is one of the few guys in the wrestling business who's been in it as long as he has, who doesn't have really and truly a cauliflower ear to his name. This hold that he has here on George is a roughie. George trying to peel him off. Hey! Well, you could hear the splat of that one as he hit that foot and put some sidewise pressure on it. George has been within 2 inches of being out from under the bottom rope here, and he just can't quite make it. I think he's moved the ring mat cover over by a good 12, 14 inches. Say, look, fellas, we're going to have to do something else about this close-up on this holder. I'm going to have to start charging you for it. All right, the thing is... Oh, Anaya's going to try and work it his own way, but it didn't work out. What's the matter, George? You're loose. Get up. Get going. bank on that. Liberal use of the rope. 2. Come on, get up. Get up, boy. The sun's a-shining. You were using the rope. Both of them are pretty well gimmicked up in the legs. Cyclone, that wasn't the thing to do, boy. 2. George is holding this hold purposely, if you'll notice. He's pulling his foot away at the count of 2 in order to prolong the toughness of this figure 4 leg lock that he has on Anaya. Look at him. 2.5 counts. Boy, and he'll come down off of that rope every time. He's got Anaya in a bad way here. 2. Anaya's going to lose his patience here in a minute. 1, 2. Anaya's trying to counter with a chin press, which of course you can't see because George is not transparent tonight. Maybe Tony will catch him this trip. As long as he can see, Tony won't catch him. Come on, bud. Finally caught you, says Tony. These guys have got gimmicked up legs here. Somebody suggested that Anaya take hold of George's. Oh, boy, did you see that one? That was an Irish whip. And here's a full arm stretch. George trying a roll up here. Nope, I don't think he'll make it. Well, he got a foot out of the ropes. That's what he was after. There's another whip and a full arm stretch. What are you reaching for, George? There's nothing up in that direction, boy. Nothing but air, nice hot lights. One. That's enough of a close-up for him, fellas. Get off of it. Doesn't flatter him at that angle anyway. George has used every trick in the box to try and get out of this one, but these full arm stretches are bad. Well, he's tried everything, even to standing on his head, and that didn't work out. slid in home then, but not quite. Well, let's see if he can make it this trip. He's got the makings of a spread eagle here if he can handle it. Well, here's a full stretch on it. Look at the roll-up from Anaya. Maybe 1, 2. Look out, Hayjack. George is being made to break it up because of a chokehold. Headlock on Anaya. Oh, he found him, and how? Uh-oh. Go ahead. Everybody wants it. Might as well. George's mal de mer. You got to watch him when he starts pulling this business. He's like a barrel full of detailed rattlesnakes. You never know what he's... Uh-oh. That he doesn't like. There's Georgie trying with a half basket. Now it's into just a leg lock. Inside step over toe hold now. Plus the ropes. Mr. Hayjack, not having eyes in the back of his head, cannot very well see that one. He suspects it. Ah, caught you then, boy. You just got to knock it off. George not too particular now about having his hairdo handled.
What's the matter? Got any guts?
Rather imagine he has full set. It's supposed to be a reverse chin lock. A few chokes added here and there. Mr. Anaya has had sufficient, it seems. By his little curly locks. There's a monkey rip. Oh! Could be. One. Boy, he landed on the back of his neck. George's feet were caught in the ropes when Anaya started that monkey rip. Boy, he landed right on the back of his neck. One, two, three. That high-binding headlock of Gorgeous George's that he uses there in really a twisting rip. I've seen very few men who could stand up to over 2 or 3 of them. Anaya never has taken to defeat. I started to say something, and that outburst came from Gorgeous George, who's directly above me here. Says, "Oh, shut up, peasants." Both the boys. There's a 10-second whistle. So I expect you better get back to your beat, George, and we'll get ready to go, huh? There's the bell, and we're off. Anaya is really starting after that arm. Here's a drag. There's a hammerlock standing. Uh-oh. Maldemar again. Look at that guy rush out of there, will you? Reverse leg lock or a half crab. Here's a reverse toe hold, benched at the knee. Taking it away from him again. All this kid needs is a prehensile tail, and he could work his way around the world, seems like. You get George within half an arm's length of the ropes. He's trying to crawl out from under here so that he can get Haycheck to break up this hammerlock. Here's Anaya going after that hammerlock again. Oh, that's... He's getting what for? You know what for. That drop kick. There's that snap roll again. This one confuses you just a little bit. There's that rolling headlock. Uh-oh, here's Anaya set up on the Cobra hold. Say something, Georgie. Okay, so Anaya won it. Yep, there's your boy. when Haycheck's out of the way. And here's Georgie recuperating from Anaya's far-famed Cobra twist. That one just puts you full of hooks and crimps and binds of all kinds. Come on, George, get up, boy. Sun's coming up, birds are singing. It's a beautiful day.
5 minutes and 2 seconds with a Cobra twist. Winner of the second ball, Cyclone Anaya.
Well, there you have it. It's now a fall apiece. And this match is past some 30 minutes old. And here's Anaya taking his ease in his corner again. He's a very placid boy in between falls, regardless of how rough things have been. George sung out at some fan who came down there wanting his autograph. Ah, shut up. That seems to be about the height of his retorts. I mean, I've never heard him use any hard language at all. He's always deported himself like a gentleman as far as the public is concerned, but boy, he can get awful rugged with lads that he's wrestling with, and he does. We'll be coming up for a 10-second warning here now, just most any time. Those of you folks who watch these wrestling matches all the while have certainly been kind in your letters of compliment that you've sent us, and we certainly do appreciate it, just heaps. Uh-oh, George has all of a sudden come down with a catch in his get-along here. There's the bell. Come on, Georgie, get out there and sig him. That's for you, Georgie. Boy, this hairdo becomes the most sodden. Oh! There's a chin lock posted. Crowd's yelling choke, but it isn't. Haycheck is watching it there. And I almost set up that Cobra twist again. Let go of him, George. You're supposed to break clean. Waist lock and onto the ropes. It'll have to be broken up. Hey, come back, Cyclone. I said come back. May need the National Guard to help him. Oh, hello. Right there. Look at this. They're down on the floor for fair. Who's going to get back in? Well, it's a question of who gets what for where here. Oh, looky here. Right out on the floor. Right out on the floor and rubbed her. Wound up in a draw. No. Jeffries has come in with your cooling off robe here.
Both the men were counted out of the ring with a 20 count. There is no decision. No decision.
So that's the way it winds up. Oh, I don't want my snood. Jeffries is not at all afraid of our gorgeous George. Nice seeing you, however. Boy, if you aren't killer in that snood. Yes, sir. You really are. Well, this match between Cyclone Anaya and Gorgeous George is wound up in a draw. Both of the boys out on the floor fighting it out, and it's time for us to be heading home along with you. Take good care, will you?